What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to my first ever Call of Duty commentary. If indeed you do not want to see Call of Duty gameplay, then do not watch it. That is perfectly fine with me. There's no need to leave, negative feedback or leave a comment as far as negative feedback. One way or another, I do appreciate all feedback that you do indeed give me, but I will be not really talking about the gameplay on here. With Call of Duty, that stuff generally speaks for itself, in my most humble opinion, of course. But it gives me the opportunity to just talk about different things in general and, go over, essentially, I'll start here. And, I did the commentary earlier in the week on my football career to how I ended up playing loads and loads of FIFA. But I skipped essentially what would be a first-person shooter aspect of I guess, my video gaming life, and that sort of has some to do with Call of Duty, but not really. But we'll first say, why on earth would I like Call of Duty? Why do I like Call of Duty? And the main reason that I like it is for the team aspect and the team play. I am still a footballer or soccer player at heart. And this gives me the chance to work with my teammates to essentially, do the best against whatever team that it is that we are playing. There's still tons of jibber jabber and banter and talk that goes on in these games. And as you can see in this game right on there, I'm playing with a team of 6 people, which obviously makes it so much easier. And now the question is, do I consider myself a good COD player? I consider myself probably above average of a COD player, or a strong COD player, maybe. I don't consider myself the most amazing COD player by any way, shape, or form, but I like to think that I can be, I suppose, an intelligent player with it. Just like the way you guys know me to be with FIFA, I still like to think that I'm pretty analytical, and I try to find, essentially analyze up where, how the map's going to play out, and then find good spots on the map to hold, post up, control. And map control is kind of what COD's really all about for me as we get into the infamous dropper gunner here. But I started, as far as first-person shooters goes, or shooter games in general, I started with Halo 1. And Halo 1 I played probably even before I was really playing FIFA. And now you're going to say, my gosh, FIFA was not your first game. No, I definitely had FIFA games, but I just didn't find them that exciting because I was not as obsessed with football when I was younger. And so Halo, I thought, was the greatest thing in the world. I got it as soon as Xbox came out, was given it for Christmas, and never, ever looked back on, before there were girls, before there were parties, before there were, before there was alcohol. There was the opportunity to go to LAN parties with my football team members and, have some fun playing Halo, which was cool. At the time, parents were not down to have girls spending the night, and at least obviously I'm talking about culture here in the US. And so we played Halo when, got the opportunity to go out and go a little wild, drink a bunch of energy drinks or whatnot and play some Halo. Obviously it's funny that way, or the way it sounds now listening to it back, but it was a little, I was younger then, a good bit younger. And then Halo 2 came out. And I still consider that to be one of, if not the absolute greatest shooter games of all time. It was more than fun to play, and I thought at the time that I was a bit of a Halo beast and could not be touched. And then I went off to transferred schools, and everybody at this transferred school was no longer playing Halo. They were playing Call of Duty 4 maybe, and I didn't really see the point in it. I was like, this game's okay. I'd play on my buddy's Xbox, and because he bought the game, and I thought it was like, yeah, this is cool, and I'd put up decent scores, or what I thought to be decent scores. I didn't understand the maps and didn't really understand the guns or how Call of Duty games would work in general, and so I eventually bought the game and played it for like 2 days and was like, nah, I don't really have time for this, so I'm gonna go back to playing Halo. It's just more fun, it's just more my style, so I didn't really do COD 4, and eventually, I skipped Black Ops altogether, and that's when I started playing FIFA pretty heavily during that time. And so eventually Modern Warfare 2 came out, and the guy I was living with at the time got it like day it came out, and all my real life friends at the new school that I was going to all bought Modern Warfare 2. And so I figured, hey man, if I want to play games with these guys, I'm gonna have to go out and buy this game. So I went out and bought this game. And if you guys are gonna say, oh, that's lame or whatever, you guys know that you do the same thing. You end up being a product of, to some extent you end up being the product of the people that you're around. And so you take some of their interests up, and people rub off on you. And so I started playing this game pretty heavy and got pretty addicted to it, enough to go out and play some GB, to go, which was Search and Destroy and MLG variant, were the two game modes that I got pretty heavily into. And so I understood a little bit of the Call of Duty community. And the first ever YouTube videos that I watched were Call of Duty. Don't ask me to tell you who they were by, because I have absolutely no idea. Actually, maybe I want to say it was something on tactics, because regardless of what game it is, I'm always up for learning about some new tactics or getting some tips, all sorts of things just like that. So I'm sure that's what I was trying to watch or find out about while playing this game. And I'm sure you guys can see, I don't want to say I kind of have a campy style, but I'm close to the nuclear missile at this point, so I'm a little bit campy. Want to make sure that we get that 25 kill streak, which is pretty easy as the kill streaks stack in this game, as you all are aware. But that's essentially how I got into playing first-person shooters and first-person COD. And the reason that they still hold my attention is because of essentially the banter that goes along with playing with a team, and being competitive or, decent at another game. It's fun. You gotta switch it up. You gotta, everything in, well, not necessarily mediocrity when it comes to games, but a little bit of variety never ever hurts, as I get my face taken off right here. But it never ever hurts, and it's all fun, and I hope that you guys, I guess, enjoyed this commentary a little bit about how I got into playing shooter games. I know it was a bit of a ramble, but I've also been asked a few times to let you guys have my email address to send in some questions or thoughts of different things about life, or growing up, or things of that nature, because I've been there, done that for a lot of things, and so I guess it'd be kind of like a mailbag thing. If that's something you guys are interested in, please leave feedback. Any sort of feedback that you can leave would be amazing. If you stay till the end, please do let me know. And if this is something that you like seeing, let me know. If it's something that you only want to see every so often or don't really want to see at all, by all means, let me know. I do always take your feedback into consideration. But other than that, leave a rating if you enjoyed it. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.